Greetings, Foggy here, and this episode of the Anti-Birther Report, of course, deals with the joke made by Mitt Romney yesterday when he was speaking in the great state of Michigan. He introduced his wife Ann, and then he said, and I quote, "No one's ever asked to see my birth certificate. They know that this is the place where we were born and raised. OMG, Romney the Mittwit is a birther now. Hooray!" The headline at Salon was, "Mitt Romney goes birther." The Great Orange Satan, that's Daily Kos to you, chimed in with, "Mittwit's a birther too." And of course the story went viral immediately. A search of Google this morning, limited only to news sites and limited only to the past 24 hours, comes up with 13,200 hits as of 8 a.m. Eastern this morning. Why, even Rush Limbaugh clambered aboard the failboat, claiming that the Mittwit was test driving the birther issue. And Martin Bashir said, Romney now swims in the same sewer as Donald Trump. So the birthers are happy, happy, happy little morons today. They're all going, "Yay, yay, the Mittwit is a birther, we're winning, hooray for the Mittwit." And all the other stupid things that unpatriotic, un-American birthers say. Now, I'm not going to presume to give any advice to the Mittwit. That's not my job. Heck, he's getting plenty of good advice. I've already seen too many open letters from the birthers, like the one to Sarah Palin, threatening to put her in jail forever for treason if she doesn't go full birther. And other open letters just like it to John Boehner, to Sean Hannity, to Rush Limbaugh, to Herman Cain, and so forth and so on. The chief birther lunatic, Orly Tates, the crazy dentist lady out in Southern California, never files a legal brief without threatening the judge with complicity in treason, misprision of felony, fraud, conspiracy, and wearing white socks with black shoes. You see, in order to become a hardcore birther, you have to believe that thousands and thousands of people are going to prison forever when the truth comes out. That includes, of course, the entire 111th Congress, which met as the Electoral College and made President Obama's win official in 2009. The 112th Congress, because none of them today will publicly call for a birther investigation. The entire Justice Department, Hillary and Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, the lamestream media, every judge who ever ruled against the birthers, and anyone else who's contributed to allowing what they call the greatest fraud in history to take place. There's even a lady who runs a birther blog up in Connecticut who can't figure out why I'm not in prison after all the things I've done, fighting and pranking and snarking at the birthers and running anti-birther websites for the past 3.5 years and supporting this guy they call the usurper. So yeah, no advice for the Mittwit, but here's a word for my legion of birther admirers. Romney the Mittwit is not a birther. You got that? Pay attention, you guys in the back. Romney the Mittwit is not a birther. He already walked it back. CBS News asked him last night, "This was a swipe at the president, and I wonder why you took it." No, not a swipe, Romney said. I've said throughout the campaign and before, there's no question about where he was born. He was born in the U.S. This was fun about us and coming home and humor, you know. We've got to have a little humor in a campaign. See, birthers? It was a joke. It was funny. Well, the Mittwit thought it was funny anyway. Then he said, Obama is the legitimate president of the United States. I've said that probably 30 times by now, and 31 certainly won't hurt, Romney said. So you see, birthers, the Mittwit is not a birther. He's in a whole new category. He's a flirter. Like Representative Steve King, the Republican from Iowa, who flirted with the birthers not even a month ago. Like Rush Limbaugh, who dances around the edges but won't jump in the birther pool. Like Newt Gingrich, who has accused the president of Kenyan anti-colonial behavior. And like John Sununu, who just wished that Obama would learn to be an American. These are flirters. They can't go full birther because the grown-ups are watching. So they flirt and they wink and they blow their little dog whistles. But Daily Kos and Salon are dead wrong. These are not birthers. Think Progress is reporting that 7 birthers are going to speak at the Republican convention next week. And that list includes Donald Trump, Janine Turner, Attorney General of Georgia Sam Olens, Mike Huckabee, Governor of Florida Rick Scott, Representative Kathy Rogers from Washington, and Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal. But of those 7, only Donald Trump is a full-on birther. The others are flirters and nothing more. So, yeah, the Mittwit is going to smile and wink at you across the room, birthers. He's going to show you a little leg and swish his butt all around when he gets up to go to the bathroom and back. But if you think he's going home with you and you're going to wake up tomorrow with him sleeping next to you, you're dead stinking wrong. He's not a birther. He's a cheap political whore, but he's not a birther. So give it up. And as far as you winning, let's freshen up on the facts and do our sums, shall we? The official birther lawsuit scorecard kept by us anti-birthers shows 142 losses in a row in the court, with only 10 cases still pending. A birther lawyer was sanctioned yesterday in Tennessee, and he's going to have to pay attorney's fees to the defense personally out of his own pocket for bothering the courts with this stupid nonsense. The birthers will tell you that you can't be a natural-born citizen unless both your parents were citizens on the day you were born. But 5 separate courts in 5 separate states already this year alone have ruled that that's not the law. It's just another birther lie about the Constitution. So you see why I call them unpatriotic and un-American? Not one member of Congress is a real birther. Not one high-ranking active military officer is a birther. No one on the Supreme Court or any other court is a birther. None of the real grown-ups are birthers. Birthers are the world's largest epic failure. And get used to it, children, because that ain't gonna change anytime soon.